Welcome on back to Total War Warhammer 3 in part 3 of our Yuan Bo Shadows of Change Immortal Empires campaign. In today's episode, we are here to start things off with a little bit of violence against the rats of Clan Eshin. We are going to apply as much Celestial Hammer as we need to and smash these clan rats into jelly.
Marching to war.
Lost quite a few more frontline Jade warriors than we absolutely would have there, so it would have been probably better to fight that, but we'll replenish up nicely and we'll move on up towards the north. We've got several proper battles to get to. 242 loss, 300 gold gain. Let's say that's not worth it in the long run there. Almost lost as many soldiers as we gained coins.
New masters welcome.
Masters welcome. Love to hear it. Celestial Lake, except for we lived here first, so there is no new masters welcome. Let's go ahead and throw in the village at the Celestial. Although it costs 2,000, we're gonna go ahead and wait on that one.
Serve from the front.
Ming Fan serves in the front since we are going to make Peng Bo our other Celestial General. Where's he at? We're going to make him the Hammer of Wei Jin. I'm going to go ahead and have Ming Fan, as he was holding the line against Lokir and the rats both. We're going to make him the Bulwark of Wei Jin, be as the Great Bastion. So he's going to have 360 missile block, 35% missile block chance, 30 armor, and then 10 armor for his entire army, which sounds awesome. He'll go ahead and be able to combine that with the Celestial Sweep, so he's going to be very tanky, and he's going to be able to rip through enemies. I think those Celestial Generals so far have really been, at least on paper, I haven't gotten to actually apply these, but they look fantastic. I'll have to get a third one that's a common of Wei Jin with a whole bunch of Longbow or something similar. We are saving Peng Bo's skills so he can just grab the Hammer of Wei Jin right off the bat. Let's come ahead and back on into Ming. We already are in Ming Fan. Excellent. Then let's go ahead and make sure that our Celestial line is unyielding. May not be as good as Sure Aim, but it makes more sense for Ming Fan since we're going to make him the Bulwark.
I would take that.
You will take that.
My soldiers.
Fair enough. And we've also given him the Bandit of the Silver Road. He's going to be applying fire damage, where both fire damage and a fire weakness on the peasant archers there. After I did recruit them, I realized it was kind of a misclick, because we've got Min Bo over here, and she is actually a Yang sorcerer. So she's got the Dragon's Breath spell. So she's actually our only actual lord that has access to any kind of fire damage. So we've got her the Luminarch lens, and I was going to give her the bandit archers, but as such is the way. So she's going to be in ambush stance, trying to lure in the foolish Druki here. They really don't like us, but they don't tend to actually declare war until they have about 100 negative relations. We're just going to hide and pretend like we're not here, and then we might strike them first, taking the Wellsprings of Eternity. We shall soon see. Back up in the north, I am going to leave the Fallen Gates as bait. We have replaced all of the peasants here with straw scarecrows, so see if we can't convince the lizard men to go up and attack the gates, and then we can smash down Hexawaddle once their backs are turned, or even go after a weakened unit that is in march stance. We shall find out. Of course, if Yuan Bo's ambush does not succeed, he will likely be attacked by both Mazda Mundi and Itzitep at the same time, and that could get a bit hairy. But we'll see when it comes to it. Lastly, for kind of what's going on, Gotrek is moving up to the north as my cat just falls out of the window. Are you okay? Fell out of the window. Gotrek is going to be recruiting up some more archers. He and Felix are going to be moving on Jingpo with some Tom Cruise level of sprinting. Alright, back over to Yuan Bo, where the danger is. Let's see if we can't actually succeed in this ambush. It told me it was going to be 70%, but when we got over here it changed. I'm looking at you, 45%. We skip on through. We're going to go ahead and take the commandment. Time for more Jade Dragon Edict. And yeah, we'll go ahead and leave the hamlet here. I want to save some gold and do some spending over in the proper provinces. Not our kind of our borderlands. And a turn. Alright, Hexawaddle does come on over. It looks like our ambush failed, did it? Okay, so that's a ton of Saurus. And Mazda Mundizzle himself, who has honestly not a lot of attack here. It's going to give us a Pyrrhic victory with high casualties. How many of our troops will we lose? Oh, everyone? We would lose everyone? Interesting. So what if we try to retreat and see if Mazda Mundizzle... Let's see the map real quick. It'd be great if the map would also tell you where your enemy reinforcements are coming from, like a little arrow denoting. That would give you a little bit more opportunity to figure out if you actually want to fight the battle. That's lots of trees we could hide in. I mean, the Saurus would rip through the trees, no problem. What's this? Sunburst Standard of Hexawaddle. Extra melee defense and resistance. That's actually probably great to put on the Croxagore. Good idea there, Mazdamundi. Yeah, let's see about retreating once, and then we will probably fight Mazdamundi by himself. Let's try it.
This isn't.
Oh no, they can both reach us. Okay, well now it is even a more dire fight. And the map has changed quite a bit. We do looks like we have a nice bit of high ground, kind of a hill here, so we can set up. Probably we want to pull back amongst the trees and set up. This is going to be a scary fight no matter what here. Luckily we've got a dragon, so we're going to have him charge on in and hopefully rip apart the Pterodons here. We want to try to draw them in so they get shot up by the archers. And then Yuan Bo can go dragon form and go hunt down Mazdamundi. That's the plan, at least. Let's put it into action. Okay, let's take a look at our terrain here. Actually, I noticed there was a bit of a basin here. Problem is just the sheer number of Mazdamundi's forces. He's not going to play exactly to our strengths. If we had a larger force, we could hide in the trees, like so, and then blast arrows down in on the basin and do probably an absolute ton of damage. Problem is, since he has so many more forces, he would just envelop our lines. So what we would like to probably do is set up on this hill. And we're going to want to try to pull back very quickly. Make our line as sturdy as possible. Pull you guys off to the side. We're going to have to deploy this a bit more forward so we can actually get everyone in the position that I'd like. Of course, we may have to switch it up once the battle really gets going. Mingfan or Shunma. This is Shunma. We'll have you up front here. Love the ranks of Cathan soldiers. All right, spears. Where best to place you all?
Shaper of steel.
They don't have a ton of cavalry. So if we can set up where there are, I guess, 2 long spears. I want to try to prefer to get where we only are having kind of a double stack of long spears on the side. Let's try to set up where we can do that. Just really minimize the amount of our troops that can be fought at the same time. Because our Jade warriors should be able to actually hold the line very well against the Saurus. Just we want to be minimizing the amount of surround we have to deal with. Alright, archers, we'll set you all up next. Keeping Mazdamundi away from our lines is going to be very important. 2 archers up. We want to try to get crossfire as much as we can, so I want everyone in as big of a box formation as possible. That way if the Pterodons come on over, we should be able to tear them apart very easily. So leave these archers here and here. And then the Grace of Kuai Yin in the center. And they should actually be able to hold the line pretty well, too. Right, we might have too large of a concave. We might need to shrink it down a bit.
Stone and steel.
Shrink things down just a little bit.
Praise the dragons.
The deployment is going to be incredibly important for this battle. We'll have the Jade Lion. You don't have Strider yet, do you? Oh, he does. Awesome. Okay, so then we're going to have the Jade Lion. What at hiding? Off on the side. So we can just ride through those trees nice and well. The Long Riders up front, ready to throw down with enemy. I'm off to the side, right? Ready to throw down with enemy. Pterodons. We'll figure out the word eventually. Our Crowmen. I kind of wish we had more already, but such is not the way. Cavalry, our units. And then Yuan Bo, you ready to start causing some issues? We can really just sit him straight into the line, and he doesn't really have to worry at all. And in human form, he should rip apart Mazdamundi's lieutenant. We'll bring Shunma with him. And battle begin. Alright, so main line. We can leave Mazdamundi and Shunma forward. We'll bring everyone else back here.
With joy.
Send you two forward.
Dragon moving.
Alright, Jade Dragon. We're gonna have to go up a hill, which is a bit annoying. What we're gonna do is we're gonna blast a hole in the line with the Searing Doom, and then send him straight in behind. He might choose to oh, he's going for a miscast. What is he? Ah, Apotheosis. Can these guys actually heal more than they? Figure they're at the healing cap. Well, they are indeed. Yeah, just keep wasting Apotheosis, buddy.
Master Metallurgist.
We can do a bit of damage to her now, just to recharge the winds.
Bureaucrat and warrior.
A mighty elixir.
The Iron Path.
I'm a bit concerned they'll choose to just charge the Kroxigor in and he's gonna have a hard time escaping.
Sorceress Outcast.
We have really no choice. We're gonna deal with the entire army no matter what here. Yeah, they're not able to heal. You keep wasting those spells, buddy.
Spy master.
You can't do Forbidden Rod very often. That hurts.
A trail of secrets.
Let's have you both retreating together.
A better position.
It looks like the Saurus Scarvet's coming on out. Do you have anything that can lock units down? No.
Emperor's execution.
Fall on back, give him extra damage. Drop the armor on this Saurus here by a ton. Yuan Bo should be able to cut him down quickly.
A dragon emperor's most loyal.
I actually will use the Emperor's Executioner here.
Sorcerer of
Try to get some really quick damage. We can annihilate this general, this little lieutenant quickly.
Light of secret.
That'll be incredibly useful for us.
Alchemist repositioning. Warpstone
She should be able to
and
do a good
steel.
deal of dodging here.
Show them
Come on, Yuan Bo, you got him. Or of Yin. The Wrath of Kuai Yin.
Shaper of steel. Cavalry.
We're gonna pretend like our cavalry aren't coming over to help. Roman. Rotate on over a bit.
Minds as one. It is fated.
Take the hillside there. Mazdamundi is sitting everything after Yuan Bo. He's getting battered around a bit.
And warrior. There we serve.
Looks like the Blossom Wind did not... Well, actually hit quite a few units there. I'm going to be taking that back. Yuan Bo, pull back just for a moment. We want to be fighting only the Scarvet.
Like a winter storm.
That's perfect.
My elixirs are ready.
An overcast on these Saurus Warriors here. Looks like they're trying to dive our
Seeking elements.
Alchemist. Very bad idea.
Spy master.
Leave Yuan Bo alone. He's trying to take down the Scarvet.
Jade.
There we go. You're in execution range now, buddy.
They will fall.
Alright, turn in and try to lock them into combat. We'll let the Great Longma hunt them down. Oh, Pterodons. Oh man, that might be a little bit faster than us. Catch them, Riders of Wei Jin.
Master Metallurgist.
The extra damage. Go ahead and pull back. We realize they are just trying to lock us in for a moment. Alright, Yuan Bo, just one more hit and you finish off the... There we go. Scarvet's down. And now Dragon Mode. Alright, you all need to retreat. Pros, come on in. We've got them bogged on into a fight. I think we can handle this, no problem now. Yuan Bo, there's your target. Mazda Mundizzle. Leave him alone. Those Javelin Skinks actually get some damage in. Stop his wind recharge. Oh yeah, now the crows are ripping these Pterodons apart. They're trying to keep us in the air though, so let's pull on back. Drop down some spellcast here on these Saurus. Bog down his Skinks. Actually, he's not great in dragon form. Drop him on into human form. We're going to hunt down the Mazda Mundizzle here. If you decide to surround him with Saurus, come on, Yuan Bo, you gotta move. You should be able to Blade Wind right on through. Blossom Wind.
In the dragon's name! A better position!
Alright, they're blind. Go after Mazdamundi.
Emperor command.
We missed most of the important units there. You did beat down on those pterodons.
Secrets.
Oh, we're gonna get lots of friendly fire. Pull the Dragon Guard off. And we're going to have the Jade Lion come on out, start helping Yuan Bo chase
Dragon
Mazdamundi,
most loyal.
who is definitely refusing to throw down.
My pen or sword!
Save. Go ahead and pull on back. Our archers are annihilating the pterodons.
This way.
Wind and fire.
Focus them down together.
Dragon crossbow.
They're gonna drop a little bit of bombs, I think. They might get a few
Send your
actually land, which is gonna be unfortunate. Unless we're fast enough.
Steel. All is possible.
Alright, Yuan Bo is taking a bit of damage. Let's go ahead and pull him up the hill. I will throw just a normal Blossom Wind on out. Jade Lion, keep flanking. If we can get the Scarvet to chase him, that'd be great. They've got javelins on this side. Let's keep chasing off these pterodons instead. Roman, how are y'all doing? Probably getting a bit of friendly fire in, so let's pull them off to the side. Hold the hillside, lads. Pull the lion up. He does not want to go without the rest of his army,
There we serve!
which you gotta respect.
Positioning is all.
The entire crew is going after Yuan Bo. You chase off those pterodon riders. That allows us to pretty well eliminate the rest of this force here.
Already.
We're gonna save the rest of our spellcasting for Yuan himself. Let's go hunt down these Source Warriors as they flee.
Minds at
Get
one.
some nice crossfire in.
I accept.
peasant archers.
Yenpo.
The entire army's chasing Yuan Bo. That is interesting. Alright, let's send you off to the side there. He is definitely the most dangerous unit here. Let's go Dragon form.
Blessings of Jade.
Only problem is he's a huge target.
That troubles me little.
Alright, now we're gonna see if we can't go after. He has to take a second to relax though. We're gonna send them around the side. He is losing her battle. I figured I pulled her away quick enough, but doesn't look like it. Alright, Longmas, you guys go ahead and pull on around.
Marching as one.
We can hunt down these pterodons, it'd be great. One bow's getting shot at still. I thought I told you to move, dude.
Freedom of my own form.
Unlike javelins,
Executioner.
you would expect. Dropping down more heals. Yeah, it's just time to draw the rest of the army back over. We can't really catch. Pull on back. Jade Dragon, just flap your happy self on over here and we'll finish them off as a proper army.
With infinite pride.
The Emperor expects.
Let's get our archers all set back up into position. We've lost a lot of our ammunition. I think we'll be alright though. Come on, crows. Guys, keep retreating on away. Let's draw his forces on over. These Saurus have been running around so much. I guess they're haven't really taken any serious penalties to their vigor just yet. They're happy to run around for once, these Saurus.
Minds at one.
I'm curious to see what you guys think you're gonna do though.
Order
Your
strike.
forces are
Order and
very tattered.
archers.
Our archers up a little bit higher.
Pleases the
Yeah, the
dragon.
Grace of Kuai Yin is
Never
almost out of ammunition, and we should have been using their Mark of Yin a bit more there.
Archers.
Unfortunate. She chased them all the way off the map. The Pterodons think they can hunt her down. Very bold strategy. Even if you catch her, now the Longmas have you. And with a few pokes, Pterodons should be very well eviscerated there.
Wind and
Awesome.
fire.
Back up to the top of the hill.
This falls. Dragon guard. It pleases
The Bastillodon is almost out by itself. We're going to go ahead and surround and destroy with everyone all at once. Should actually hit a lot harder in dragon form against... Well, actually... Yeah, it has a bonus for symmetry, so let's dive on in. Longmer Riders, you guys deal with these Pterodons. They shouldn't stick in for very long, though. They will perish. Jade Dragon and Company, go ahead and surround the Bastillodon. Go ahead and pull back. Fly and dive on in as well. Just keep you nearby. Stop the healing. Pull the Longmer Riders away just for a moment there. Yuan Bo, come on back. And the Lion too. Keep luring them back towards our archers there. And I am actually going to take you off of fire at will so we can make the decision on where to put the last of those bullets.
A master stroke.
Defenders of Athens.
Alright, Jade Lion, draw them on away. Go ahead and hit the Mark of Yen on this Revive Crystal. That's where we're going to use the ML. Come on around. Pterodons, you deal with the last of these, or the Lombas deal with the rest of those riders. They're just going to run. Want nothing to do with it. Pros, how about you guys go hunt down Mazdamundi? How about it? Alright, that Mark of Yen worked out fantastically. Although our archers are now out of ammunition, they no longer have a Revive Crystal. Pull off to the side here. You guys deal with the Pterodon Riders first, and then we'll go ahead and deal with the Croxagore. Less armor for the Croxagore. And everyone that is speedy, go over the top. Let's go hunt down Mazdamundi.
The freedom of my own.
Spear should easily hold back the cohort. You guys use all of your ammunition on the Croxagore. You guys as well, just deal with those Croxagore fast. We can just let these archers do their thing.
Shaper of steel.
Pull them on away. They just brought all the Saurus back.
The time of certainty is gone.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and hunt down the Saurus Old Blood then, since they are very keen on keeping Mazdamundi alive. As they should be. Come on, Yuan Bo, I know you're tired. Hang in there, buddy. Got caught by Saurus, a whole bunch of them. We'll Jade Breath our way out of there. And lure them on up the hill. Should have kept a better eye. We'll just dive into the back of these warriors then. Having a bit of struggle, we'll bring these spearmen around. There's a lot of enemies all in one spot here. Go into human form. Allow us to better execute the fool. Big Lion dives on in, and pull it on out.
Minds as one. Never conquer.
Grab you too,
Warriors.
and push you forward.
Understood.
Yuan Bo, hunt down the Saurus here. We can honestly throw a Blossom Wind across the entire line. We might blind a few of our own, but I think it's better to just deal with the Saurus here. You hunt down that Skeet Chief. Let's see how much damage we get. Friendly fire or not. Oh yeah, that's very solid. It's the Indiana Jones Ball of Doom. And all your Saurus are nice and blind now. Enjoy losing the war. Get him, Yuan Bo. Drop down some more metal spells here on these Trap Temple Guard. And the rest of the army is completely distracted. Come back up, help out Yuan Bo dealing with this poor unfortunate soul here. Zipping around. One more hit is all you really need there.
Ready.
We'll drop the armor on the Temple Guard here, where they are. Still the most dangerous unit. There they are. Drop the armor on them.
Thoughts in harmony.
Master
More
Metallist.
attack for you guys. Scoot these groups of Jade Warriors up so they're actually defending. And then we'll have... I guess most of our archers are now but mere foot soldiers.
Move in formation.
I guess just add your fight,
Understood.
add your weight to the melee. Go ahead and mark up again these Saurus warriors, and we'll have you archers start tearing into them.
Wind and fire. Archers.
We just need the extra troops. Pull you on away from those Saurus spears there. Yuan Bo dealt with that other lord nice and quickly.
Sorceress.
Tried to move in and go after Mazdamundi. And the Lion and the Jade Dragon moving together as one. You two have been waiting to use. Come on in and hit these group of Saurus warriors at the same time here. You come on and back in and chase the Skink Chief.
Sorcerer of secrets.
Don't have enough magic for 2 casts, so we're just going to go ahead and wait till they all pile in.
Root them out.
You turn and fight the Temple Guard there.
Spears. With joy.
Come on, lads, you've got this.
The celestial faithful. Attack in unison.
Pulling away from the normal Saurus. Switch targets, deal with the Skink Skirmishers.
There we serve.
You keep hunting down that lord there.
Zhang Yang's faithful.
Perfect. Keep layering on that doom. It is not over yet.
Peasant spearmen.
More magic's being dropped on down in here. Huge Clumposaurus. Nice, one hit, nearly finishes off the Chief. Pull you guys away for another charge here. You can land a few hits on Mazdamundi, I'd be very happy to see it.
And balance.
Come on off this side, we'll have the Croman attack from the back. Alright, one more hit. Actually, we'll just have you chase them down. Yuan Bo, go after Mazdamundi.
Fury. Defend the
Break
world.
them.
Fight as one.
Oh, we've shattered the middle. Hold them on down the line. There's the victory. Mazdamundi's gonna try to hover away on his chair. It's not going to work.
Emperor's execution.
Doom is upon you, Mazdamundizzle. We're gonna go ahead and hunt down as many of these battle captives as possible. I'm gonna go ahead and catch you all in a moment. Right, a close victory it gives us, but before we were going to lose absolutely all of our soldiers, and we got out of that only losing 391 brave Cathayans. Fantastic. We are going to go ahead and... Oh man, pardoning you doesn't actually give us all that much gold back, so we're gonna go actually take the Veneration.
Sir, the Dragon Emperor. Excuse me. I have calligraphy to practice.
Excuse me. Being very kind to this this rat here, Skaven make good, reliable partner allies. And the Skaven mate would probably agree. I'm gonna go ahead and say you don't actually make reliable partner allies. That's false.
It is my
Who knows?
blessing to be the
Found
chosen
cargo. A
administrator
rival caravan
of
is
the
spotted.
Celestial
Dragged off the road.
Empire.
Dude, you are interrupting. Or reading. And dragged off the road and wrecked. There are no signs of the lost crew. Eaten is the guide's guess. However, there is cargo in the debris. All agree it's best to take what can be carried and move on. Again, we are going to ignore the spice barrels as you actually can't gather more cargo than you're able to carry, period. So what we're going to do is grab the medicine, enable replenishment in foreign territory, and give us a bit of extra replenishment at rate as well.
My
We're definitely already needing it.
agents return, and the reports are as dire as I fear. This requires my personal attention.
Was this the scene from the trailer where the little crow that just happens to be the changeling hands him a report? In the recent months, crop failures, illnesses, and pestilent plagues have befallen the farmlands of Grand Cathay. Pestilential? That's the correct word. Whilst seemingly isolated instances to the casual observer, Yuan Bo discerns deeper than most. The machinations of the ruinous powers are at play within the realm, seeking to undermine and destabilize the smooth running of the provinces. At the Jade Dragon's word, his agents have closely investigated each suspect instance, and after a time found profane markings, runes, and glyphs at the site of all these disasters. If left unchecked, These will merely be the start of an epidemic that ravages the rural heart of Grand Cathay. Give us a nice bit of replenishment rate for all of our armies, as well as the Dragon Fang. And it's not going to tell us anything about our enemy forces, so I'm going to prepare more than we currently have before we engage in this one. Because Dragon's Fang is a beatstick of pretty epic proportions there. You get an activated ability for 20 seconds, you get to just absolutely wail on whatever you want, and that sounds fantastic to me, on top of just getting 8% weapon strength at base as well. Drippin' Fangs, it's pretty crazy how fast these faction numbers have dropped. Oslin and the Drippin' Fangs are wiped out, so is the Lamian Sisterhood. Yuan Bo's, his ambush obviously failed, thank you for telling me. Cricket was killed, Rakaka was killed, Inzitep was killed, all of them executed by the Jade Dragon, and we gained ourselves a Water Snake Breeder. Deadly water snakes are bred for their size, speed, and poisonous venom that can fell a giant in an instant. Why don't we have any water snakes? Can fell a giant? What do y'all think? You think Yin Yin's getting some snake characters? Is that what that's gonna lead things to believe? Not actual snakes, but like battle snakes almost. That'd be kind of crazy. A spawn killer. It would seem that the Lizard King can't always do everything. Winning, for instance. Ah, got him. Dragon Mane Gem was also found in the gullet of the legendary Drake. Who cares? Jiolong Dunmao was ready for duty once more, and we need to issue a second front. Recruit additional lord. A second front. We have 7 armies. Fair enough. Alright, Yuan Bo. Time to hunt down the rest of Mazdamundi's forces here. You've got up to rank 12, which means we can get some serious bonuses. Celestial Administration will work on through here. Cooldown minus 20% to all spells in the entire army. Oh, alright. Bureaucrat of the highest order. Not just yet is that faction-wide. Construction cost faction-wide, but not construction time. So we'll leave that one for now. Mask of Jade is relations. Court of Order is upkeep and movement range in own territory. Well, that's an easy sell. And then the Celestial Court Overseers. 2+ capacity for Astromancers. Spell resistance, and then success chance for Astromancers. I think in that case, I think our next best one is going to be to get some escalating relations with all humans and high elves. We're going to work towards closest to heavens very quickly. 50% more spell intensity is going to be great even for something like Blossom Wind, but once we get access to the Comet of Cassandora, it's going to be just incredible, as this is his only spell he's able to cast in dragon form.
Sorcery.
Which honestly is a pretty scary spell to be able to cast in dragon form. More movement. Pang, you gotta wait. Not quite time. Let's just go ahead and chase down Mazdamundi. Hit him first.
Fang.
They are going to stand and fight, and we are actually going to fight this one as well. That way we can limit our casualties and push towards Hexawaddle this turn. Try to surround the province. We could sit and replenish, but I think we want to press our advantage. So let's dive on in. Alright then, so they've got the high ground. That does give the advantage to the defenders, but we can honestly just advance in this formation and break any lizards that do come our way. We'll set up like so. I'm gonna put the Crowman a little bit off to the side. Cathay's new additions with the Crowman and the Lions really enhance their speed, which is one of their biggest weaknesses. So the Lions being able to run around while your defensive formation is able to set up is just fantastic. Shunma in the middle. We're going to try not to use them too much, or at least the foot soldiers. Try to blast guys down with Kuai Yin. Best we can here. Probably best to advance from this angle. That way we actually can have some shots on them and it's not obstructed as much. Crows, come on back over here. Let's move these guys out a bit. And the Lion, which we would like to get through this battle, taking very limited damage. Battle begin. I went all of my spears in guard mode too. Cavalry. And then the beaters. Get in there, Mazdamundi. You should be able to just punch through the line. Same as we tried last time. Pull these boys out to the side here, and then we'll go ahead and deploy the entire force. So we can fire at an angle on this hill as they come down. It is fatal. We'll bring the Dragon Guard and the Crows forward so they can cause problems to the enemy Pterodons if they decide to chase down Shunma.
As always.
You've got a lot of spells to throw out, so chuck some, what are you using here? Is it another Apotheosis?
My
Oh, no, it's a-
elixirs are ready.
Is it a Ninja Skink? Ah, yes, it's the Ghost Skink.
Master Metallurgist. Sorceress Outcast.
Right, you pull forward, we'll just send him directly into these Saurus Warriors.
Acolyte of Secrets.
We're gonna blast a hole with the Searing Doom. Ouch, Overcast. That's not great. And they dodge, so we can just send him straight through. Oh yeah, you're going nowhere, big boy.
My pen or sword!
Drop that armor. You can't Overcast. That's just fine. Shunma chase them off.
Master of meteor
Yeah, it's time to beat down on the Mazdamundi now. He's a huge figure here. Got to play some new violently bloody handprints. Like, good old chop. Now that we've got through his barrier, time to drop down the Executioner.
Positioning is all.
And let's try to get in the way,
Emperor commands.
like so. Drop down, bit of ward save. We annihilated those poor innocent
Alchemist reposition.
Pterodons there. Deal with the Croxagore, please. All missile troops, in fact, deal with the Croxagore. Oh, there's the Javelinos. And they've got him caught down in all these Saurus. That's annoying. Stop him from casting.
To endure threats.
Then we'll have the Croman take down these cohort who are now exposed like the fools they are. Well, rest in peace, Croxagore. They got obliterated. All missile troops. Team 2, deal with these Saurus Spears next. I don't think you should have time to turn. Shunma is going up. Actually, ooh, that's not what we wanted to do. Instead of Shunma, we're gonna grab. Pause. Incorrect. Let's grab a Blade Wind, or the Blossom Wind. They both start with D. Mazdamundi's doing his best to run. Alright, caught between a Longbow and a Crow. Rest in peace, Skinks. Look at the little angry burbs diving on in. Gets those little daggers whirling. Proper spin move. Roman used Peck, and it was super effective. Looks like we've got some more Pterodons arriving to join the fray.
Bang! Boom!
A trail of secrets.
Go ahead and retreat you crows on back a bit.
Young sentence.
Just annihilating them.
The celestial faithful.
Mazdamundi's getting pretty low on health there. Let's see if we can't break this unit up a bit more with some metal spells as we keep chasing Mazdamundi around. There is no escape.
The day is done.
Alright, those Pterodons survived for maybe half second as the last skate falls. Oof, unfortunate. Now it's time to move up aggressively. We push the forces in.
Move in formation.
There's still a Temple Guard up there.
Spy master.
Just ripping through them. Oh no, Mazdamundi. Your health bar. Look at them go. Everyone's doing flip moves here. Saurus all do their little dive in and sprint on away. He's just ripping through the line. In fact, we'll Overcast here, make sure Mazdamundi has no help, and then we'll deal with the rest.
Warriors.
Our Jade Warriors do advance much slower than the archers. I wonder what bogged these guys down. You three archers deal with this group next. We'll drop the Mark of Kuai Yin. Mazdamundi is gone.
Cavalry. Whatever is required.
Just hunt down this next group. The Lion should not be fighting against Temple Guard. That I know for sure. Archers go after this group of Saurus Warriors next. Yeah, we took a lot of damage on our Lion.
Dragon Emperor is most loyal.
Saurus Old Blood needs smacking. These guys are not braced, so go ahead and charge them. Overwhelming entourage of wings.
I pen or sword.
Make sure you take no damage, and we should obliterate the rest of these Saurus here. All missile troops. Switch targets. And that appears to be the victory. Lovely. We've got more lizard men here to gather on up. Sacrifice to the Celestial Dragon Emperor, or something along those sorts. Get you on a moment. And the mobility chair falls, only 17 lost, although we took a lot of extra damage on our poor Jade Lion here. So we are going to once more venerate.
The heavier the chain, the easier to kneel.
Read. The heavier the chain, the easier to kneel. I didn't even realize what you just said. Helm of Discord, and then a second front. We got another second front, huh? Hero becomes a legend. 1,000 treasury and that Helm of Discord that we just gained. And now we can grab the closest to heaven's abilities for 50% more spell intensity. That's awesome. And then
I cannot delegate this.
Sunma. Since we are moving on into the proper stronghold of Hexawatl, let's grab Guinness Golden Hounds and try to rip apart big groups of
Cathay's
Saurus.
forces were created for such triumphs.
Hang Ball, we'll go ahead and give you Helm of Discord. And a Talisman of Preservation for a bit more ward save.
Worthless.
Their valor was worthless.
The celestial.
Are there any more Pterodons we are going to have to deal with here at Hexawatl itself? No, so we're going to go ahead and hand that back over to... We're just going to basically not hand it, we're going to
Eye of the
use it. Dragonbane Gem and the Pigeon Plucker Pendant fused together to make the Sword of Antiheroes. So we can give that to Yuan Bo for now, giving him a pretty devastating ability there. Extra magical attacks, melee attack, and Sword of Antiheroes. I think he has magical attacks anyway. But the activated ability is going to be very nice. Right then. What say you all we take the fight to Hexawatl directly? Our lion could probably use a bit of healing. You're up to 4 stone tokens as well. How far, or how long rather, until the Isle is finished? This is going to be our first economic hub. I would have liked to do the same over here in the Riverlands, but Shangwu is not quite up to tier 3 yet. You're going to build this up to a town, though. Grab the Contemplation Gardens for that extra growth. Then Mingfan, I'm going to sprint up towards the Village of the Moon, and if we can push Obscythe off, there's clearly an army in here. How dangerous is that army? I don't know. Let's chase off the... Surely they're not powerful. We've just dealt with several big armies. Ooh, valiant defeat. They all stick in to fight. Well then, rats. I think it is your time to be annihilated. We're going to charge down Obscythe here, since Mingfan is on a horse. Should be very easy to hunt him on down. And then it's just a simple matter to deal with the rest of these fools here. Being on a horse makes him a larger target, but let's have one more battle here against Clan Eshin. Finish these fools off. It's just a bunch of Skaven slaves. We'll have to take kind of a defensive bulwark position on one of these 2 angles here. We want to get moving up very quickly, depending on what's the high ground and what's not. Find on out. Okay. And if we can make it all the way up here, that would be great. They arrive in 2 minutes. I just don't think we're fast enough to actually close that far. It would be probably a good idea to try to push up this side, though. That way, even if we can't close, they're not able to kind of push on out very well without running into Mingfan or maybe even our shotguns. So let's go ahead and set up.
Cavalry.
What kind of spellcaster are you, good sir? One of Plague. So we want the normal troops to be back a bit.
Wind and fire!
Like these lads in the woods. We'll do kind of the same with these peasant horsemen, so we'll set them all up. Stay over here, just so they're hidden.
Cavalry! Praise the dragon!
All 4 will be our cavalry. infantry.
Celestial faithful.
Well, I don't really want them in guard mode.
Paths.
Or do we here, since they are stronger as they stand still?
Archers!
Ming Fan hunting down the Lord right off the bat.
Raise the dragons.
Spread out our Jade Warriors as much as possible.
Jade warriors!
Make a kind of
The celestial faithful!
dome for them to run into.
Shenyang's faithful!
Trap them on in there, trying to figure out exactly how the terrain looks, so we can get them set up beforehand. We may have to do some maneuvering afterwards, but for now that looks pretty good. We'll grab our archers. And we want them kind of on the angles here, because that'll allow them to get nice crossfire into the rats.
Order
Start,
and
I'm going to make
balance.
sure Jade Warriors are behind, because I didn't actually see how many summons of Menace below they have. Let's not lose our archers for free.
Peasant archers.
These off to the side as well.
Iron Hail Gunners!
Iron Hail guns. We have to figure out exactly where we want to put you, but I think it's going to be deploying up on this side, trying to stop enemies from actually retreating.
Never conquer!
Going to be a bit of a strange one there. I say we are good to go.
Minds as one!
Only thing I might do is just switch their positioning, just for the start here.
Archers.
That way they can be charged if they need to be at least. Alright, battle begin. Move on. Go hunt down the Greyseer. Everyone else,
Stone and steel.
go ahead and start working our way up towards the rats spawn in point. Come on. Move to here and we'll readjust them as they get closer.
Peasant horsemen. Marching as one.
Cut them down!
Repositioning.
We're gonna get above them and we're gonna charge down the hill. Minute 30. We have not a lot of time to get on in here. Hidden units are revealed.
Archers.
Oh no.
The celestial faithful! Move as wind!
As one.
Oh yeah, he's gonna go try to cast some spells.
Wind and fire.
Respawn!
Jade Warriors, you turn and help.
Watch it as one!
I'm very thankful they're bad at casting spells.
Celestial general!
Extra resistance is here for everyone.
Dragons commander.
We'll go ahead and surround and destroy this Greyseer here.
Cafe.
Log before reinforcements, 40 seconds. You know, we don't actually have time.
Defenders of Cathay!
Let's pull something a bit more like this.
It is fated.
Defend the
You're
realm!
not taking down this Greyseer very quickly. Lots of free damage. Spawning another army unit. Just trying to be a disruption.
For the Emperor! Defenders of Cathay! Guided by ancestors!
Come on, Ming Fan. Reinforcements are here, and we need you to deal with this Greyseer.
For Cathay.
Where are you guys going? Off in the corner?
Warriors. Shenyang sends us.
Our line's all kinds of messed up.
Move in formation.
Move as wind. Whatever is
Go ahead and bring these guys up top. Be a bit more of a distraction. Lots of reinforcements are arriving. Is this the Lightning Seer? Thankfully, that's another Plague Seer. Here comes some rats.
Minds as one! Sent by dragons! Attack!
Should arrive and immediately be scared.
Archers! Understood?
You guys off the fire at will. Not wasting arrows on the unfortunate rats there.
Bringing harmony!
Seeking Cathay's pulse.
Bring these archers
Wind
around.
and fire!
Whatever is required.
Grab these two Jade Warriors and bring them around as well.
Move as the wind. Marching
Oops.
as a one.
Wrong unit.
Repositioning.
bringing harmony. Archers,
Naturally.
More Menace Below summons.
Cathay's foes.
You all have a million of these things.
Defend the realm.
Stone and steel,
Alright, let's spread out.
guided by ancestors.
Get ready. Those rats should get scared off rather quickly. Looks like they are indeed trying to spread on out.
Order and balance.
We are gonna pull back.
March in order the ranks. Bringing harmony. Shenyang's faithful.
Guided by ancestors.
Come on back, being fun. You go after.
Dare stand in my way. Archers,
You guys back with Fire Will. Ooh, summoning in there is bad.
the dragons are repositioning for the emperor.
Blanket them in death. Go ahead and take down these warp fire throwers if you can there. Everyone with an arrow, warp fire throwers are your targets.
Never conquered. We obey.
That is a ton of rats going wide. Try to lure them back down. We've got speed. Blast those Night Runners.
Defenders of Cathay.
Warp fire throwers are getting ripped apart pretty quickly.
By celestial
Yeah, that's not going to go well for the shotgunners.
Guided by ancestors. Move
Pull away just a little bit further. Stay in the trees if you can.
Formation.
Sent by dragon.
Nice fighting against the unit he shouldn't be.
See the way.
Bonus versus large is going to work out very well for him.
Wind and fire with joy.
But a Menace Below summon.
Warriors.
Peasant archers.
Come on, deal with those warp fire throwers.
Swift and fierce. Horseman.
Alright, you three, go after this unit.
Attack in unison.
You just hang out in the trees.
Emperor expects.
You're gonna get run over by rats. There's nothing we can do about that, though.
Wind and fire.
They've decided they really don't like the
Celestial general.
Iron Hail guns.
Minds as one. Move as wind.
Or when they pushed up into the melee.
Move as the wind.
You guys not in guard mode? You should be.
Never conquered.
Sent by dragons. With pride.
Fire down on these Skaven Slave slings.
Dragon.
For the Emperor.
The Night Runner slings as well. They're ripping
Celestial
apart our line.
glory.
How are you able to close that gap so quickly, buddy?
Kill
Grace here
for
just
Cathay.
not willing to throw down. And the Iron Hail Gunners are getting run over. Pulling away from that nonsense. Let's smash into this group of Skaven Slaves, scare them off.
Peasant archers.
There's so many rats.
Harmony. Peasant archers.
Come on, archers.
Minds as one. Archers.
Night Runners.
Warrior.
Sure indeed. Let's push those warriors through. As a horseman,
Thoughts in harmony. It pleases the dragons.
bash into the back of these warp fire throwers. We're operating. They really focus down the Iron Hail guns. That's pretty amusing.
Cavalry. Marching as one.
Jade warrior.
For the
Warriors, you gotta
moon
turn.
dragon.
They will perish.
A lot of rats fleeing up here in the north.
Celestial faithful.
Pull back a bit. Let these archers do their thing. You keep pushing forward towards the Night Runner slings. We'll just kind of have the cavalry do the same.
As one.
Keep these rats running away.
Horseman.
Celestial
Bog down
general.
with spearmen. Just go ahead and chase down this Grace here.
The celestial faithful.
Marching as one.
This side, we're gonna go ahead and restructure our archers.
Archers. Ten Yang's faithful. Attack in
Go
unison.
ahead and restructure most of our troops here.
Cathay's foes.
Warriors.
We got them pushed back up the hill. Now we start diving down the hill after them.
Celestial
Keep
general.
clobbering the Grace here. He's gonna keep casting spells like a maniac, but I think we can survive.
Peasant archers.
You archers push forward, start annihilating these Night Runners with slings.
Order and balance.
Get some flammability on this lad here.
Shenyang sends us. March in
Yeah, our
order
peasant horsemen are
ranks.
chasing off large groups of rats in the north.
One. Sent by dragons.
Facing off those Night Runners there. Being fun.
Celestial general.
Pull back for a moment here.
Praise the dragons.
Night Run slings being obnoxious
Archers.
where they can.
Immediately.
Send Yang sends us!
Come on, lads. Slice them to pieces.
Warriors!
Defenders of Cathay!
We've done a good job of chasing them off up here in the north. That's really all these horsemen are for. Get rid of them.
Stone and steel! Wind and fire!
Get rid of them.
Jade warriors!
This one is
Full on free. Drop down the resistance on these lads here. We're being out
Peasant archers!
missiled by the enemy Night Runners.
Swords in harmony!
Stone and steel!
Harmonious roar!
Sent by
Go ahead
dragons!
and bring them around.
Jade warriors! Marching as one!
We await
Being
the
dogged
enemy.
by the clan rat spears.
Clearing the way.
Understood!
First among many.
Pull you out away from that nonsense there. Let's get the rest of our archers firing on, I'd say, this group of Night Runner slings next. We're doing a good job of keeping them retreating.
They will perish!
Now we're gonna clobber them while we've got them chased off.
Will of the dragons!
Will of the Dragons.
Grand General.
They are braced. Shouldn't help them one bit. They're gonna brace only for the Jade Warriors. They're gonna stop.
Cut them down.
Raise the dragons!
Surround and destroy.
Move in forward!
Starting to run out of ammunition.
Harmonious roar!
Looks like the white flag is going to go on up, and the Skaven are going to flee for their worthless lives. Alright, perfect. Let's bring the cavalry in and start chasing off as many of these Night Runners as we can. Excellent. Still a very costly battle there, but we pulled out with only about 300 losses. Alright, we managed to grab a close victory there. Almost 200 kills going out to every single Jade Warrior unit. They slaughtered plenty of rats in the fighting. Looks like mostly the only survivors were the really, really cheap units, which is perfect. Means the Warpfire Throwers got wiped out completely, so we should be able to easily deal with the rest of these guys with an auto-resolve. We will venerate the ancestors. Thank you for the harmony.
You are Cathay's.
You were Cathay's now. Only they knew. That's got to be breaking Clan Eshin's most powerful army there.
Celeste.
We're going to surround,
Marching
pass
to
out the
war.
skill point. Go for the secondary point into unyielding. Even more, I guess no more melee attack, but melee defense has been added on into the mix as
Such
well.
treasures.
Actually, Mingfan,
Spoils of
I think
war.
the Celestial Generals don't hit nearly as often on the Warhorse. I'm going to go ahead and remove him from his horse, and he's going to have to run around on foot. Like a proper
To the front line.
general. Right then, Thrin, meet your doom.
War is upon us.
We lost so many in the fighting. We are going to go ahead and just occupy as
this
is.
and hold.
Pure harmony.
General of the Celestial Host.
Starts out with the Temple of Yang. Extra recruit rank for peasant spearmen and archers. Pulls a bit more control. I'm going to go ahead and delete this building and replace it with... And I don't mind having a Yang building up in here because it'll help us out with research rate and some recruit rank and cost, which would be good for going up against Loke here, who's apparently just raiding the Celestial Riverlands here, or at least the area of Wujing. The Labor Conscription Bureau sounds nice, or we could just grab better cavalry. Grab the Sky Lantern Lookouts, we could recruit in some Crowmen right off the bat and drop down Corruption. Let's go ahead and grab this one. Normally I would not, but it gives us the Crowmen. Very, just on the fly here, so let's do it.
Servant of the Dragons.
Let's do it. One more point into Unyielding. Or does it we hit the point where we're going to save for you as well now, Mingfan? Yep. We should be saving that final point.
So many.
Let's spend some gold.
Though it is forbidden.
Celestial Monastery is still in kind of a dangerous area. Jump into March stance. Come on through. We not trespass with you yet there, brother?
Dragon's assistance
How much gold would you
only
know?
be granted for good.
He is strength rank 6, so he's really valuing his time.
Since you ask nicely,
We're gonna
out
go
of my way.
across the river, and then move up to attack Jingpo. I don't think we'll need any more than we currently are holding or wielding.
Serve
from the front.
Perfect. Hopefully he is able to replenish just enough. What we're doing with Ping Bo is we're
Celestial
getting into a
General.
position where we can attack Chimai nice and easily. As Nakai is destroying the Celestial Riverlands, but I'm going to have to kind of let this happen. We need to push out Lokir first. I'd say the Dark Elves are going to be a much bigger threat than a bunch of angry Kroxigor. If he gets... Because basically all you gotta do is wipe out Nakai himself, and there goes his entire faction. Unless he starts recruiting more, and he usually does not. He basically thinks he can do it all by himself.
Leader of men.
Why not to the water? No, we do want to have kind of a random attack on Chimai here. All of a sudden, the Jade Dragon appears. How much replenishment will we get there, Yuan Bo? Let's pull back.
The leaves fall sadly at our passage.
If we go into in camp
Set
stance,
up my tent. I must confer with my parents.
it would fully heal our Jade warriors. But it would also probably allow Mazdamuni to recruit another lord.
Warriors for the Empire.
Because do I care about that so much? The answer is no.
We require a
Let's move on
balance
in.
of force and
We do.
skill.
Force and a skill. Move on in. It'll give us a Pyrrhic victory. We would lose some Jade warriors. Well, what we will do is deploy a siege tower, or even two. We'll set up the siege, and here for the next episode, we will have ourselves the Battle of Hexawatl. For now, though, I am out of time for today. I have been Space Wizard Total War. Remember to leave a like for the Light God and a sub for the sub zone. And I'll see you on the next one.